Aloha nui kako, a Leo. Velina mai e, White Shadow Spiritual Advising, o BriaBogatin Noah. Today we're going to be doing your August tarot forecast. So you can check out your sun, moon, rising sign, or really any placement in your birth chart in regards to these videos. Down below you can find information to my Instagram, my email, and my TikTok. Also down below, if you'd like to support my work, there are some payment links down below if you would like to send me a tip or a donation. Okay, Leo. This month is going to be a month where I feel you are going to be greatly reminded that our spiritual self and our material selves are not separate. They are two wings to the same bird, right? And they might seem like opposites, and they are opposites. However, they are greatly intertwined and they greatly bounce off of one another, because our material self can make or break our spiritual self and vice versa. So the very first card you are receiving, actually I'm going to show you the first two cards that you are receiving, Leo, which is the Nine of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. Both of these cards are going to represent some sort of healing that is being called for. With the Nine of Swords, it's going to be healing within our mental state, our intellectual communicative energy. And then with the Two of Pentacles, this is going to represent healing that needs to happen within our emotional self. So there's something going on within Leo that I feel an aspect of yourself is calling for your attention, and you're not entirely giving it the acknowledgement that you actually need. So the Nine of Swords is going to represent overthinking, worrisome thoughts, acting from fear, anxiety, and being your own worst enemy, being in your own way. I feel the need to say that you guys need to spiritually, energetically protect yourself, that if you're having nightmares, if you are being, with the Nine of Swords, overly in anxiety and things like that, can definitely be coming from a spiritual attack. Remember that we are in a spiritual war right now, and when we're in a vulnerable space, we are more susceptible to energetic attack. Keep this in mind. The Nine of Swords is all about realizing that we need to get out of our own way, and I feel the need to say, to allow the process that's unfolding within us and around us to happen naturally. There's no need to control anything right now. Just trust in a higher power and try your best to move out of your own way. So then you are receiving the Two of Pentacles. Now the Two of Pentacles, this is going to call for the balance between the material and the spiritual. So in this card, you see this person who is dressed as a jester or a fool. So that is a, symbolism of stuff right there. And he is perfectly balancing these two pentacles. Yet there is a raging sea or ocean behind him that he is not paying attention to. He is not noticing. So this is all about, you're doing great at home, whether you're a parent or you run your own business, you obviously have a job, and you're overly focused in this area. And you may find that because of this, being overly focused within the material plane, that you may even be having some difficulty finding the progress that you're actually seeking, the change that you're actually seeking within the material plane, yet you're still maintaining the status quo. Now, behind him with this raging ocean, that is going to represent your emotional state. So as you're focused on money and materialism, houses, cars, whatever, behind you or within you, there is an emotional state that is crying out for your attention and is wanting to be recognized and healed. So the Two of Pentacles presents us with a decision. Are you going to put down one of these pentacles and give some acknowledgement towards this raging sea? Or are you going to keep being the fool who's overly focused on the material plane and in turn is going to be drowned emotionally because you're not giving yourself the acknowledgement that you need? And I would say to you, Leo, that when we work on our healing, when we are in healing, our material existence becomes a lot easier to deal with, and it also will become a lot more abundant. The last card you are receiving, Leo, is the Knight of Pentacles. So see how he has one pentacle here? We went from two pentacles to one pentacle. So I do feel that you're making a decision towards, maybe you are taking part in things that aren't entirely necessary. maybe you're starting to realize that all of the focus and attention you're giving to these material possessions are not necessary, and that the true balance is not between work and home. The true balance is between material and spiritual. And by achieving that, you're going to step into this Knight of Pentacles energy and see how the Knight of Pentacles is moving away from these other cards that are challenging you. That is going to represent moving from the planning stages into the action steps of your plans. And the reason why that's going to happen is because you are giving your emotional, spiritual self the attention it needs and deserves. And in turn, you're going to receive new opportunities on the material plane. The Knight of Pentacles also can represent a guardian angel, an ancestor, a passed on loved one that's trying to get your attention. So make sure that you're paying extra close attention to the signs and symbols from spirit around you. The Knight of Pentacles it's a knight, so it's showing that you have a lot to master on this journey that you're currently embarking on. And it also shows that you have a lot to offer. With him holding this pentacle, he's very contemplative, and he's not rushing into action. He's taking his time and making sure that whatever he does place his energy into, it's going to be for his highest good and is going to reciprocate everything he has to offer. So there's no need to rush into anything. There's no rush for your destiny. You don't have to overdo it like with the Two of Pentacles. You can take your time. It's actually what's called for. And you're being called to take very sure and stable steps forward, being very confident in yourself and the choices that you're making. All right, so I'm going to leave that there. I hope you all have a beautiful month.